So this is just going to be a quick guide on how to set up PrimePlugin, what it does specifically for you and your group, and a few settings and things to look out for. So the main part of this plugin is going to come in cooldown tracking. This is already built in default with the plugin, and it'll track skills like moving target, spider reflect, hips, sprint, war leader bubbles, purges. It'll track these for the entire group and display their active duration, including active cooldown. So just to give a little example of that, I'm going to pop moving target. You'll see an alert here. You'll see the cooldown and duration being tracked over here. So this will work even if other people in your group are not running the plugin. As long as you're running it, everything should function. The second major part of this plugin comes from the alerts that you saw pop up here for moving target. Specifically, it will track debuffs on group members, including who those debuffs are on. So currently it will track Ancient Craft, Oathbreakers, Grave Wound, Champ's Duel, and Heartseeker. It'll also track the War Leader and Defiler bubble with who it's being applied to. The third major feature of this plugin is coming from this target window that you can see right here above my target vitals. So by default, when you slow someone or stun them, you can't easily track how long these things are going to last. But with this plugin, you can see right here, hindering shot, 6 seconds. If I go ahead and do a stun on a new target, stunned, 2 seconds, temporary state immunity. So it will go ahead and track the majority of things you'll need to know. So it'll track all types of CC. It'll track some pretty major debuffs like vital target, incoming healing debuff. It'll track champs, CBR. It'll track bubbles, reflex, pretty much everything you could possibly want already built in. So those three features I just showed you are the basic three components of this plugin. They're included in the default code that has been tweaked mostly by myself and Mal over the past couple of weeks. So you will not need to edit any of the features to add this yourself. Just to show you around the plugin, when you first install it, you'll want to, if you've never played with plugins before, go to key mapping and set a keybind for your plugin manager. Once you do that, you can see here, plugin manager, PrimePlugin, you can go ahead and load it. You can also automatically load it for any characters that you may want. Once it's loaded, everything will be set for you already. But if you need to further customize the position, you'll have this options bar here that comes up. For the case of moving alerts or cooldowns, you'll want to hit move windows. So as you can see here, I've got the skill timers, more skill timers, target window, alert window, self alert window. You can drag these around wherever you want. Outside of those features, you can also add more. I'm not going to go in depth on this. We've included everything you're going to need, but if you want something specific for yourself, it allows you to add them very easily for any characters you may want. The major secondary feature I would say that this plugin comes with that you will have to set up on your own is in the form of skill overlays. So by default, one of the big problems with the LOTRO UI is when you use a skill, you have a visual indicator of when it's coming off cooldown, but you have no easy way to track that it's going to be off cooldown in, say, 30 seconds in this case. That's pretty inconvenient if you're really trying to crunch numbers when you're PvPing or just doing anything in this game. And this plugin will let you overcome that in a mostly perfect way. So before just showing you how to set this up, there's a big caveat to this. If you click your skills in any way, once you have a timer overlay set up, it will be hidden behind your toolbar and you have to reload the plugin to show it. So there's no convenient way that I know of if you plan to click any of your skills to have this timer function working. If you need certain things clicked, I would suggest getting a separate plugin and putting your skills on that, and then using your default UI or toolbars that you use keybinds for to set up the overlays. So now to get to how to set it up, back to square one, we open options, master options, select options, and it is under skill overlay. So first we're just going to name a bar. In my case, we're going to name it main 1, and that's going to represent this main toolbar 1 here. So I click on slot 1, I select a skill. In this case, it is hindering shot. I look for hindering shot for my class. I move on to 2, tango shot. Move on to 3, puncture or improved puncture target, and so on. You can do this for all your skills. Once you have this done, you can create the bar. Open the plugin manager, hit this prime reloader. This just reloads the plugin. Now, when you use these skills that you've added, you'll see this number up in this area pop up. What you want to do is hit options again, move action bars, and you'll now see the new bar that you created. So in my case, main 1, I need it over main 1. Once it's set, go back to options, lock action bar, and there we go. So now when I use one of those skills that I've added, I now have a timer showing me how long it's going to be up. A quick things to note, it does track dynamic skills, so vital target or quitters never win. You can reduce their cooldown and it will actively track the correct duration. Other things to note, again, you can't click the skills. I'll show you what happens if you do. If you click a skill, so let's click hinder, the timer disappears because it is behind this toolbar. So to fix that, you would have to then go again, reload the plugin. And in this case, this did not fix it, so I have to go to further measures, move action bars, click on it, and then it's back to on top of the toolbar. And now I relock the bar. So those are all the major features of that plugin. If you need more specific help than what this video shows you already, I would go ahead and just ask either myself or Mal. We're pretty familiar with how to set it up by now. We can help you with whatever you might need. So the last feature I just want to quickly show you is regarding hiding these windows if you need to turn them off for any reason. So you want to go to your plugin manager, PrimePlugin, and there is an options area. These checkboxes are essentially where you would turn them off. So a good example would be the combat timer window settings. We don't really need this for any reason. It comes with it on. In my case, I don't want it. I'm just going to turn it off, and there we go. There's one major bug currently still in this plugin. This setting right here for chat alerts If you try to adjust the height on this, it will bug out the alert effects pop up. So unfortunately, if these alerts aren't coming to the right spot for you, you can try to tweak this, but it could bug out the plugin. And that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoy. If there's anything else you think would be useful to add to the default plugin that hasn't already been added already, please let us know and we'll include it in the Google Drive link. Thanks, guys.